Welcome to pattern class. This is Annette Jolie, and we're continuing to work on the cowl sleeve. This is part 2. So we have our sleeve spread out here, and as I mentioned in the last video, we are 5 inches from the grain line, and that's where we place this top point of our sleeve. So let's see what that looks like to spread that. So here's the sleeve. Like flat on the grain line, looking like a normal sleeve, and we're going to bring this point A right out to 5 inches from the grain line. So let's lift this up, and we're going to spread and spread and spread and touch that line and extend it up. That looks really good. I'm going to tape that down. And the rest of everything I'm going to weight down, and I'll tape that in place too. Nice and flat. Everything's got to be flat. So let's get a little tape up here on the cap. On our underseam of our sleeves. On the end of where we spread our slash lines here. Look, that's spread about 1.5 inches, and that's spread about 5/8. This spread here about 2 inches, but it's all really about pulling it up to this point. This is spread 5 inches here. Now we're going to draw a line that's perpendicular, and we're going to go up 3 inches. We're going to take our curve ruler, and we're going to go ahead and blend our cap. Let's blend this part here, and we're going to blend up 2 or 3 inches. It's probably going to look something like this. Okay, sometimes I just like to freehand things in and then put my ruler in and sort of go along the line that I freehanded. I'm going to blend that out a little bit more than my freehand line. That looks good. I like that. So now we have our full sleeve, but the front and back are the same at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and cut our cowl sleeve out. Keep your scraps for later, for your future projects. I'm blending as I go. Blend it out a little bit. This pattern will need to put seam allowance on it later. Here we have our back. And if we go ahead and notch the lower notch all the way to the front, and then the upper notch just for the back only. We can use our scissors to make notches. We'll put a little U around so we can see. And here we have our front. We need to go ahead and notch in 1/4 inch forward of the grain line. That's our notch for our top of our sleeve. And then we're going to scoop out a little bit in the front. About 1/4 inch, and bring that notch in a little bit more. I'm going to freehand it. It's going to look like so we don't end up with too much right there in the front. Let's just trim a little bit away in the front. This is what makes it different from front to back. Good. Let me do that notch again since I took it away. Good. Let's put a little U so we can see it. And now we have our full cowl sleeve. This is Annette Julie, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.